Let's talk about the Punjab Kings on Maruti Suzuki presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 timer. They've got a shot in the arm after winning that last game, even though they find creative ways of losing games that they should win. Up against them now, the Mumbai Indians, perhaps in the worst form in recent memory. So this is an opportunity, Dale Steyn and Aakash Chopra. But the question is what they do about their top order. Do you still think, Akash, there is a heavy reliance on Agarwal, Rahul, Gale, and then you're not quite sure to get after that? There's also a question of whether Markram is, at home at number 4. What do you make of the Punjab Kings batting?
I think just continue with it for a simple reason that if there is Chris Gale, you got to play him, and Rahul Mayank, they've been phenomenal. 500 plus partnerships between the two of them. Of course, four of them came in the losing
Yes.
cause, but they're good. So you have them. They are in form. Nicholas Puran is phenomenal. Forget about whatever has happened in the past. The fact is he is a phenomenal talent. Aiden Markram might have struggled at Sharjah, but he's not going to struggle at Abu Dhabi, right? So that is where the game is. The ball is likely to come onto the bat nicer. You've got Deepak Huda. They've somehow forgotten Shah Rukh Khan. There was a guy called Shah Rukh Khan who did very well in the first half. They told us that he's like Pollard, but now they've done away with him. So they do things differently. They've made Ronak, I think 21 changes already in the 10 matches
That's
that
right.
they've played. So if you now chop and change more, I mean, there's no way you're going to find a winning combination. So I would say you played Gale in one game. Please stick with him. Markham looked all right in a couple of games. Give him more games because you trusted him to actually give you runs and stay that way. Don't change too many things. You've already made enough changing.
Yes, there are 23 different players that have played for the Punjab Kings this season. That's a heck of a lot, you'd think. Dale, but if you look at them
Wow.
purely, if you read their lineup, they're top heavy. Is that sometimes not ideal for a T20 side, especially when you've got an Aiden Markram who likes to open the batting, potentially batting at 4?
They can be a bit top heavy, but I mean, I was just writing down their batting lineup right now, and I mean, it's remarkable. All of these guys can actually open the batting. That's the other thing. Chris
Yes.
Gale's open the batting. Markram opens the batting. I'm pretty certain that if you asked Nicholas Puran, "Do you want to go and open the batting?" he'd say, "Yep, why not?" So all of these guys can kind of open the batting, and they do a great job wherever they're going to slot in. They just need to stick with them. 23 different changes through the season. I mean, if you look at Mumbai hardly have any changes, even when they're losing. So it's difficult to kind of find some kind of winning combination if you're always making these changes. But stick with these guys right now. They can put the runs on the board for you. They're all talented and great cricketers. Chris Gale's a phenomenal player. Markram's a good player. He's going to play better outside of Sharjah where it was slow. So give him the opportunity. And KL and Mayank, they're just fantastic at the top. So, I wouldn't really want to change much there.
And the couple of games that we did see, Akash, that they batted first, perhaps, changed the argument a little. But when they chase, and we saw what happened in that Rajasthan game when they chased, you think sometimes, are you worried about that middle order? Sanjay Manjrekar suggested something creative. You know how creative Sanjay can get. Maybe KL Rahul, it won't happen, but maybe KL Rahul should consider batting in the middle to add some sort of experience to the middle and, see teams home in a chase. And you have a natural replacement in Chris Gale at the top. It may not happen. It won't happen. But how's the idea for you?
It shouldn't happen. She said
Okay.
it won't happen, it may not happen, and I'm saying it should not happen. Because here is a guy who actually, when he bats well, he can bat the entire duration of 20 overs. He's in the race of that orange cap every single season and must have won it a couple of times. He is a guy who's a natural opener. Of course, he can bat in the middle order if you ask him to bat anywhere in the batting order, but why? If you got to get your best players right up top, and if you got Chris Gale, you got Martin, you got Nicholas Puran, that's your license to just go for absolutely hell for leather from ball one. So now,
Hmm.
if you can go to 170, go to 190 because you got that kind of luxury and freedom to go. No, I like respectfully disagree with Sanjay that KL Rahul should not bat in the middle order. He should open not just for Punjab Kings, but also for Team India.
What we've seen though of Abu Dhabi, Dale, is we saw Kolkata choose to bat first. We've seen in the past. I think the Delhi Capitals batted first and won. Although I think Rajasthan won the toss in that. Looking at their worries in a chase, would you just say Punjab Kings should just bat first? That'll just free them of these games that they could potentially choke.
Yeah, I mean they're great. They're a great team. You know, they've got great batters, and they've blipped up once or twice. You know, they've just had a bit of a blip in those chases and whatnot. But they can bat first. You know, if that's something that they're worried about, not being able to chase down 6 off 6 or 8 off 6 or whatever it is, yeah, that's big question marks over there if you're in the coaching staff. But they can bat first. This is the team that can bat first and can put up massive scores. KL, I think, is perfect as an opening batter. Every season, as Akash said, he's charging for that orange cap. So let him lead from the front and then give license to these other guys. You know, let them understand that their job is to come in and take that score from 150 to 190, 170, 190, whatever it is. Believe in Chris Gale. Give him a bit more time to bat. Trust in him. He's a fantastic batter. Bat first for them. Bat second. It doesn't really matter. They just need to figure out a way to win games. That's the most important thing.
Steyn, Aakash Chopra, thank you very much. Let's see how the Punjab Kings go against the Mumbai Indians. You think it's a massive game for both teams? This was Maruti Suzuki Presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout.
We call it people technology.